Hey, what's up, guys? Offline here, gonna be doing a commentary for WWK for tutorials on the map Stadium. So for the first spot on defense, you're gonna come into this corner as shown, and you'll pull your noob tube of your AK, and you'll line it up so that the top crosshair is just on that piece of like rock, I guess, that's on the wall. And so just so it's touching like the one that kind of stands out, it's a bit different color. If you want to pause it for a better lineup, that's perfectly fine. And make sure that when you do this, I guess you're going to be jumping, and right when you get to the very top of your jump, you're going to shoot it. And this is going to have some pretty dirty banks and hit some people that are going to be rushing up. So the next spot on defense, you're going to run over to this corner, and you're going to see that building out there. You're going to take out your noob tube, and you're going to line the very bottom crosshair up just so that it's above the far left side of this building. And so it's going to hit the building and have a nice bank, and once again hit some people that are probably going to be rushing up. And you're going to get that quite often when you play with tubers, because lots of people like to rush against us. For the next spot, you're going to go into this corner, and you're going to see this plant pot on the ground. And you're going to take your right crosshair so that it's just touching the edge of it. You can also use your noob tube crosshair to line it up as shown. And you're going to shoot it, and it's going to have some nice bounces. And it will land pretty much in the same spot where the first spot was, but a little bit more like behind the fountain. And a lot of people like to run behind the fountain, so you should be able to hit some people there. For the next spot, you're going to come into this corner over here, and you're going to look straight at the whatever that metal piece is that's sticking out of the wall, but on the far left of it, and you look straight up from it. And this is a really dirty spot that WWK Defend hit in the one of the top 5 tubes. And it's gonna land in kind of a funky place, but you can actually hit this spot. WWK Defend was able to hit it, like I said, so I'm sure you'd be able to hit it as well. And it makes a pretty crazy kill cam. One of the dirtiest spots in this map by far. For the next spot, it's on offense, and you're gonna rush up the stairs into this corner, and you see this building off in the distance, and you're gonna fit the bottom crosshair of your AK just so that it fits right in, like with that building over there. You're going to pull out your tube, shoot it, and you shoot a nice bounce off of the building, and it's going to land in a doorway on the opposite side of the map, right over here. So it'll bounce off the ground, bounce over these bushes, and go right into the doorway for a dirty kill cam. For the next spot, you're going to go into this corner over here by these kind of like signs on the wall, I guess, I suppose. And you're going to line up your bottom noob tube crosshair so that it's to the left of where that kind of antenna is. It's kind of hard to explain how to line it up, and I'm really sure how he did it, but if you want to pause to be able to get a better lineup, but it's got a really dirty bounce, and it'll go right into this doorway, so I'm sure you'll be able to hit this spot pretty easily. The next spot, you're going to go into this corner. You're going to rush up and get into this corner, and you're going to fit your top vertical noob tube crosshair just on top of the far right of this building. So it'll be a spot that'll hit people right out of the spawn, so hopefully you'll be able to hit this pretty easily. And like you can see in the kill cam, it'll hit people going just to the left of the opposite spawn, so a nice easy spot that you should be able to hit pretty easily. Now for the defensive BK spots, you're going to push into this corner where the fence is, and you're going to find a spot on the tree where it kind of there's a mark there, and you'll take your AK crosshair, or you can just use the BLIS knives and kind of line it up like right where the like kind of circular area kind of appears, and it'll just drop right over upstairs, kind of where the doorway is, where people like to come up here. Well, if they want to camp or snipe or whatever, but plenty of people go up there, so you should be able to hit people. The next spot on offense, you're gonna push into this far right corner from the spawn. And you're going to either use your crosshairs into it. I think it's easier if you just use the BLIS knife and kind of just fit it in right in that opening. You can kind of see how you line it up. But this is a nice spot. You should be able to hit people quite often. Just upstairs from their spawn. And it'll go right through these windows, and people just head glitch in this, I think it's a trash can. But it's a nice spot. On the opposite side, for offensive BK spots, you're going to go right next to these stands. I think there's like postcards there or something. But you're going to put your left AK crosshair, or you can also just use the left side of the BLIS knife crosshair, just fit it right underneath that kind of corner of the building. And It'll make for a nice little spot because it'll just drop down and hit people right in the doorway. You can probably see from the camera spike where it lands, but it's right in this doorway and lots of people run out here. So you should be able to hit it pretty easily. Now for the offensive Tomahawk spot, you're going to want to come into this corner and crouch, and you'll land your Tomahawk just on top of that piece of the satellite. When he backs up, you'll see. But on that piece of the satellite right there, kind of where the kind of like diagonal ones meet up, you'll just fit it in there. You can also use a BLIS knife, and like you'll see that it's on the far left, like it just meets up right with the wall. But this one will be really easy for you guys to hit because tons of people go up here, and it's a nice Tomahawk kill cam, so you guys should be able to hit that one easily. I'm sure if you put a bit more to the left, it'd almost be easier to hit because more people will kind of run up from that side. But on the other side, you're going to come into this corner on defense, and you'll push right up into this corner, and you'll, on this bush right here, you're going to see a spot that he lines up with, and you'll just throw it right through there. There's a spot in the bush, if you want to pause, he kind of lined it up, but it just goes right up and it'll drop right down into this little hole right here. And lots of people go up here and like camp, so nice kill cam. But that's all the spots we have for Stadium. Big thanks to WWK Electrify, WWK Defend, WWK Lawl for making the spots and hitting them. Thank you for watching. Leave a comment with a map that you want to see next, whether it's Black Ops 2 or Black Ops 1. I've been in Offline. Thank you for watching.